what's up, Pure Fight? Come on into the American Top Team. I'll show you guys around. Check it out. This is one of the next big fights coming up for ATT. Thiago Alves, Diego Sanchez. It's gonna be a good one. This is the general welcome area. You know, guys come in, check into the front desk if you're a member. Nice. Usually there's somebody back here to greet you, but it's lunchtime and nobody's here right now. Just kind of hanging out. I wish I had the key. This is the pro shop. You might want to look in through here. This is the pro shop. Got a lot of American Top Team apparel here for men, women, and children of all ages and sizes. You know, so everybody can wear something, even the fat people and the skinny people, and everyone in between. Over here, this is a new program that my loving wife just started. It's the American Top Team after-school program for kids. All these little ones are new American Top Team teamians. We'll call them teamians. All these little ones are new to American Top Team. We're going to help those guys build some character and some respect for the elders and everything else that goes along with martial arts. This way, we got the locker rooms. Women's locker room, which we're not going to go into today because that would just be illegal. And the men's locker room, which we try to keep pretty clean. We just had a big workout, and this is about as dirty as this place gets when no one's in it. We got some showers over there. Of course, we got urinals with partitions. I hate urinals where there's no partitions and we can watch you pee. And then we got our lockers. My locker's number 44. Everybody stays out of there. We got a sauna when we got to cut weight, especially for the local shows and when the big shows like the WEC come to town and don't get canceled by hurricanes. But sometimes shit happens. And then we're going to take you in this direction. Oh, I gotta point this out before we move on. We got two big screens. Sometimes we sit in here and watch tape. Opponents. Sometimes watch tape of us. Sometimes watch some of the fights. We haven't watched the fights here in a while, but sometimes we do that. We got offices over here. These are the offices for the administration, the gym managers, and people of that nature. We got our heavy bag and shadow boxing area. We do a little bit of pad work on these mats. Work the bags, teach kickboxing classes to the general students in the evening. In the mornings, the pros come in, work pads in this area, in the ring or in the cage, which we're going to go over and check out in just a second. But first, we're going to check out the weight area. Small area. You know, it's a mixed martial arts place, not a weightlifting gym. So we do try to maintain our strength. Equipment we got in here. We got everything you would need, you know, to get stronger, to stay strong, work on things. Dumbbells, I don't know why we got those huge dumbbells. I mean, I don't think anybody in here can lift them. More power to you if you can. And everything else you would need, you know, Roman chairs, bench press machines, and squat machines. 45-pound plates, everything else you can make. We got all the weight equipment pieces. Try to keep the place clean, but you know it is what it is. We used to have 2 boxing rings in here, but we're a mixed martial arts place. Most of the guys here fight in cages and not rings, so we kept one of the rings, and we do a lot of work in here, especially the guys that fight in Japan. Do a lot of working out in the ring, so that they're used to, you know, working with the ropes, ring strategy, ring generalship, and all that good stuff. And then we do a lot of work in the cage. We used to have another ring right here, but we figured another cage would be better so guys can use that to work off of, work on their cage strategy. We can fit, a good 4 or 5 groups of guys, 10 guys in there when we're sparring, getting some work together. You know, you watch your back, watch each other's back, but you still get to work with the cage, work against the fence, takedowns and takedown defense off the fence. Of course, we got a pretty regulation, standard size, standard shaped cage over here. We get 2 or 3 groups in here, sometimes working on it. You know, of course, sometimes guys just get in there with a single partner, work on everything it is that you need to work on in a cage. You know, all you guys that fight, watch fights, kind of have a good idea about that. Mat area. This is a good spot. We do a lot of jiu-jitsu and wrestling out here. We got a lot of space. I couldn't tell you the square footage, but it's a hell of a lot of square feet of mat. We get a good 16 group of guys on here. You know, 32 guys at a time, pretty much. Maybe more, of course, maybe less sometimes. We get a lot of good work. We work in the middle, work off the wall. You know, working getting back to your feet off the wall. Use that as a fence also sometimes when we don't have the space in the ring and other guys in the fighting in the cage later on. We got another smaller mat area, mostly for jiu-jitsu, but we work a lot of wrestling here too. On this side. A little bit smaller, but still a lot of space. Still worthy of our presence. You know, especially my presence. I've been working on my wrestling, so y'all better watch out. Got some bleachers for people that like to sit around and watch. You know, and the guys that don't want to work out, just want to look at the guys with good muscles. Over this area, we got our cardio machines. Not a whole lot of them, but we don't really need a lot of machines for cardio. We got a nice sidewalk outside if you want to go run. But if you want to stay inside, or if it's a hot day, or if it's a rainy day, we got our cardio machines, aerodyne machines, treadmills, ellipticals. You know, we got some good stuff over here. And before we get all done, this is pretty much the end of the tour. But before we get all done, notice all around the room, just above eye level, we've got clippings, you know, different highlights from different guys in here, different guys' careers, different events that we've all fought on. You know, from the UFC to Pride to Dreams to Elite XC and everything else you can name, even to the local shows, some of the full contact covers. You know, we got a lot of things here, Naga tournaments, hook and shoots, a lot of different things. So we try to keep, you know, the general students, the guys that come in the evening that want to see the pros and want to work out in a place where, you know, we got good quality pros working out. You know, things to kind of motivate the young guys that want to work to fight, and you know, things to keep the old guys remembering what you're capable of and what you've done. So this is American Top Team, and this is my home. You guys are still here? I thought we were done. Out. This is you guys. Go. You had your fun. Eat it. Get out. Bye. Have a good day. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here.